So we've made this sight glass here, so you can always see how much liquid is inside, both during the mash and during sparging. It's really a good idea to have a sight glass like this, so you can always keep track of how much liquid you have. And there aren't many other brewing systems that have this as standard. And of course, it's protected. We've also put a lot of thought into the design and placement of the sight glass, because compared to the old Brewster, there was a problem that when you needed to bring the kettle to a boil, the wort in the sight glass would never actually boil. That meant it was never completely clean. But with the placement and design we've made now, we've set it up so you can actually turn the pump pipe over, attach it, and then you can actually pump the wort over during the boil. Not during the gentle, slow boil, but specifically during the main boil. And then after that, this pipe gets thoroughly disinfected. So there are absolutely no problems with that process. And what's also clever about this system is that when it's time to clean, you can simply do this same process again, which means that now you can suddenly also clean the sight glass without having to take it apart. First, you clean with soap and then with acid. So when it comes to cleaning the Brewster Dominator, we've designed it so that it features a conical bottom for easier cleaning and maintenance. So just take a closer look. There's a conical bottom, and there's a bottom filter that covers about 2/3 of the base area, and you can just pull it out easily. Then you can see there's a drain located right in the middle of the base. And this filter here, it can also just go straight into the dishwasher for convenient and thorough cleaning. The good thing about this vessel having a conical bottom is that it actually makes cleaning much easier, because any residue or sediment naturally collects at the lowest point. If you buy a sip head for it, which stands for clean in place, it can actually clean itself by spraying cleaning solution throughout the inside, reaching all surfaces. That means we've made a little kit as an accessory where we have a sip head here, a mash head to help stir the cleaning solution, and a spray head to ensure the cleaning fluid is distributed evenly inside the vessel. And the reason we've made a mash head is because, for example, with the Dominator, we've omitted a top plate to start on the malt, so that when the pump is running, it spreads the wort over this plate. That's why we've made this mash head. So when it's attached up here in the hose, it's the mash head that distributes the wort over all the malt. But at the same time, the malt is easily accessible, which means you have the option to stir it to mix it up thoroughly. If you've had a stuck mash or encountered other issues, or simply to increase overall efficiency, is often a very good idea. That's why we've made a specialized mash head, and we've also removed the overflow pipe that was previously located in the middle of the insert, because it's no longer necessary since the mash cake is now lower and there's much less risk of a stuck mash occurring. Now we're going to demonstrate how to sparge, and you'll be able to invest in a mash head like this if you have your trusty old Brewster beacon. You shouldn't sell it because it's actually really good for sparge water, and it has a pump installed. So now I'll just show you how you can sparge with your old Brewster. You can buy a little extension like this. Or if you buy this expansion part, well then this comes with it automatically, so you'll have it included. But look here, it's attached. Hose and sparge head. So now we'll just put in the insert. There we go. So now, at this point, I want to clearly demonstrate for you exactly how you can mash out. I have a bit of water in here. Imagine for a moment that we have 78-degree hot water in the Brewster, and then I turn on the beacon at that point. You can see up here that it spreads, and with the analog valve, you are able to observe the flow rate, which means you can distribute it evenly and precisely, all over the grain bed without any problems. See, you just need to increase the speed a bit. Then you can see it really doesn't get any smarter than this. It's just awesome. When it's time to clean our Brewster Dominator, you need to rinse it off with hot water first. After that, you make a solution with this ChemiPro wash, or you can use something else like 5 Star, which is called PBW. It's a detergent that removes all organic matter. Hot tap water, 55 degrees Celsius. Add the ChemiPro wash in here. Let it sit for half an hour with the zip head. This is the zip, the device. It's called a zip head, but there's not much head about it. Now I'll try to put the lid on, otherwise it'll spray everywhere. Like this. And then, after making sure everything is ready, we turn on the device. This is what it looks like when it starts working. You can see that it begins to clean the lid and the sides of the kettle, because it washes, or more accurately, sprays. There is a jet that sprays water all over the inside of the kettle, reaching every surface. This means there is about half an hour of contact time, allowing the cleaning process to be thorough. The device just keeps going, maintaining a steady spray and cleaning action throughout the entire cycle, so the kettle is cleaned properly by the end. And that's more than enough to completely dissolve all of the organic matter present in the solution. Once it has been washing for a full half an hour, which is 30 minutes, we carefully pour it out. Then rinse it thoroughly with hot water to ensure all residues are removed. After that, make a brand new solution using ChemiPro Zip. And it's very important that it's specifically Zip, because when you're cleaning with a pump, you should always, without exception, use Zip. You must never, under any circumstances, use Starsan or ChemiPro San for this particular cleaning process. You shouldn't use sand because it foams and it will ruin the pump. You should always use Zip. Just like that. For half an hour, it removes all deposits and buildup, and it removes bacteria. Remember to rinse thoroughly afterwards with cold water so there's no acid left in the hose or anything, or in the pipes. And then it's clean. The whole process takes about an hour, but you don't have to stand there watching it the entire time. You can just let it run on its own.